This man had been framed and thrown into prison. There, Jack endured daily torture and abuse, so he decided he would end his life. Jack picked up his food tray and walked straight toward a bald man, the gang leader of the prison. The man stared at Jack in surprise, and in the next moment, Jack dumped the entire plate of food onto the gang leader's head. Everyone froze. The gang leader signaled his men not to panic. No one had ever dared to humiliate him like that. But then Jack grabbed the dinner plate and slammed it hard on the gang leader's skull again and again, smashing his head open. The bald gang leader exploded with rage. He snatched up a baton and moved to finish Jack off. As the gang leader lunged, Jack swept up in the moment, broke free, threw a punch, and landed a heavy blow to the bald man. He never imagined his punch would be so powerful. The gang leader fell unconscious. The whole prison was stunned. Even Jack himself couldn't believe his fist had so much force, and so his first attempt to die failed. A little later, his eyes found a prisoner wearing a red card on his chest, the notorious Mad Killer of the jail, the most dangerous man there. Even the guards dared not provoke him, but Jack walked up to him. He taunted the killer for no reason, daring him to take his life. Jack hurled insults at the man's entire family and provoked him with crude gestures. Finally, the killer, forced to react, pulled out a knife. Hope flared in Jack. He quickly grabbed the knife, pressed it to his own throat, and begged, "Hurry up, end my life." But the killer, the man who had terrified everyone, suddenly froze, paralyzed by fear. He couldn't bring himself to strike. He was shocked. He thought Jack was even crazier than him. The killer collapsed and began to cry loudly like a child. And so Jack's second attempt failed too. Soon, Jack's antics became famous throughout the prison. He was like a ghost people avoided. Even the cafeteria staff refused to meet his eyes when serving him. They handed him extra food so he wouldn't pick a fight. But Jack didn't want any of that. One inmate told the others a piece of news while they were eating. Last night, someone had tried to escape and a guard had shot him dead. That gave Jack a new idea for dying. At dusk, Jack opened his cell door and strode straight into the middle of the playground, carrying a wooden club and provoking the guards, hoping they would shoot him. The warden watched the whole scene on the monitor. The guards surrounded him. Just as they were about to fire, the warden recognized Jack's face on the screen and immediately ordered them not to shoot. And so Jack's third attempt ended in failure. Later, Jack became the boss of the prison.